If you're sitting at home watching some idiot on the television thinking I could have done better than that, but it's too late now, there's nothing I can do about it, I've got news for you. You're wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. And in this video, I am going to prove it to you. We're going to look at 10 actors who all had other careers before their first jobs. So strap in and find out that it's never too late. So our first actor that proves that it's not too late is the brilliant Brendan Gleeson. He was a secondary school teacher in Dublin where he taught English and Irish. His first screen credit came at the age of 34 in the TV movie Dear Sarah. He didn't become a fully professional actor until the age of 36.
For a start, there were 4 of us, 4 or 5 people. We parked the car in the car park, not far away from that particular pub.
Our next late starter is the wonderful Brenda Blethyn. Before acting, she worked as a bank secretary and did amateur dramatics on the side. It wasn't until the age of 30 that she joined the Royal National Theatre. And in fact, her first film role didn't come until she was 50, in Mike Leigh's Secrets and Lies.
Are you?
No.
I'll bet you got a boyfriend though, ain't you?
No, not at the moment.
A nice looking girl like you.
TV stardom as Vera followed decades after that when she was 65. Ken Jeong is an amazing story. He was a doctor until the age of 36 when he appeared in the film Knocked Up, playing a doctor, which was filmed at his practice. He got his big break when he was 39 in the wonderful Hangover.
So long, gay boys!
Marla Gibbs is our next late starter. Her first small acting jobs were when she was 39 in the films Sweet Jesus, Preacher Man and Black Belt Jones. She was cast as Florence Johnson on The Jeffersons in 1975 when she was 43. Prior to that, she had been a reservations agent for United Airlines. Our next successful actor that was something else beforehand is Dennis Farina. Now, amazingly, he served as a detective in the Chicago Police Department for 18 years prior to becoming an actor. Director Michael Mann hired Farina as a police advisor for the 1981 film Thief. He cast him in a small role as a criminal when he was 37. He left the police department in 1985, aged 41, when Mann cast him in the lead of the NBC series Crime Story, playing a Chicago cop. Now, this bears out entirely what I say in this video about how your personal life skills can give you a huge advantage when it comes to casting later in life. When Kathryn Joosten's mother was on her deathbed, apparently she said that her biggest regret was not following her dreams. At the time, Joosten was a psychiatric nurse, but she had the dream of becoming an actor. She started amateur dramatics or community theatre at the age of 42. At the age of 52, she got a gig at the Disney World Resort in Orlando, being a street performer. That was her first paid acting job. Her first big part came when she was 59 and cast as Dolores Landingham in The West Wing. And in 2004, at the age of 64, she was cast as Karen McCluskey on Desperate Housewives, winning 2 Primetime Emmys for that role.
So when Gabby's stepfather came back, after everything he'd done to her...
The famous story of Harrison Ford being a carpenter before he was an actor isn't strictly true. He was working as an actor in his early 20s. Where it does become true is that he wasn't earning enough money from acting and had to supplement that with what became a full-time carpentry career. He was fitting kitchens all around Hollywood for successful producers, directors and actors. One of those was the producer Fred Roos, a friend of Ford's who kept hiring him for carpentry. He engineered a meeting by having Ford build a door at Francis Ford Coppola's Zoetrope office, exactly where Lucas was holding the casting sessions for Star Wars. Through a bit of a convoluted process, the 34-year-old Ford was hired to play Han Solo, and the rest is history. Ricky Gervais is a brilliant example. When he was around 21, he formed a new wave duo, Siona Dancing, with a school friend. They were reasonably successful. They released 2 singles in 1983, but both flopped, although one, in fact, did become a hit in the Philippines. When he was 34, he joined the newly launched radio station XFM as head of speech, and that's where he met a young chap called Stephen Merchant, who became his assistant. His big acting breakthrough came when he was 40 years old in the BBC TV production The Office, which catapulted him to worldwide stardom. So Ford and Gervais are examples of people who, although having experience of working in the entertainment industry, had to persevere for quite a while before getting their breaks. Next up comes Danny Trejo. He was in prison in San Quentin until he was 40. I'm going to leave a link at the end of this to a video that I made specifically about him. And probably the greatest example of all is Buster Merrifield, who, at the age of 65, landed the role of Uncle Albert in Only Fools and Horses after having an entire career as a bank manager. If you know of any other actors that started later in life, please leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if you yourself are wanting to follow your dream, the Acting Academy is probably the place for you. You can work with me and some brilliant teachers, both online and in person, and the link is in the description. If you want to know more about how to become an actor right now, this is a video that I made about Sam Neill's preparation technique. And this is the video about Danny Trejo and Buster Merrifield. I hope you enjoy them. I'm Mark Pegg. This is the Acting Academy, and I'll see you next week.